in order to manage this group, you have to be an admin. So creating this group, creating this tutorial for everybody that is an admin in a group, and also for you to understand how a group admin works. Now click on the name of the group or the profile image to go to the management section. So right here you can notice more detail. First, it displays the name, notification, and below it displays group of everybody that belongs to this group. Now to edit this group, you notice this little pencil icon on the top right hand corner. Go ahead and click on that to edit the group. Now right here you can be able to edit the group name, change the group profile picture, add a description, change the group type, and all of those stuff. I'm going to be going first to the first section by adding a description. I already showed you guys how to change a group name and a profile image. You can click on that set profile image to set a profile image. It's not difficult. Now for the group description, you can just on this description area add something very cool and catchy that describes the group actually. So for this, I'm just going to say so this is all I need to add on this group description. So I don't want it to be much. I just want to add this. So anybody coming to the group will be able to see what the group is all about. Once they click on the group link, they'll be able to see what the group is all about. And then the next one actually is the group type. Now, if you notice, the group type is actually set to be private. Now, if I click on this group type, I can be able to make it public. Now, let me explain the first one. If this group type is on private, that means the group can only be joined if you were invited or if the link was shared. Nobody will be able to discover this group on the search. Nobody will be able to find it on the search random area and be able to add the group. And if it's on public, people will be able to search and see it and be able to join, and they will also be able to view the previous chat history in the group before they would join. So let me show you guys what I mean by search. This is what I mean by search. I already made a previous video about this, but you guys might not get it. So you notice where it has nearby people, right? When you click on it, you'll be able to find people and groups right here. So if you scroll down, you notice where it has group name, right? All these groups are public. So anybody that when you create a group on your Telegram and make it public, anybody can easily see this group right here and easily go ahead and join it. So it's as easy as finding and joining a group easily on your Telegram. But if you make it private, nobody will be able to find it or search for it. Also, when you click on this search and search for that group name, the reason why I'm seeing it right now is because I'm the group admin. Normally nobody will be able to see this group. So when somebody searches it on general, they will not be able to find this group if it's on private. So now if you want to make it public and you want people to discover it that way, it's left for you to decide. So that is what the group link, the group private and the group public does. So put it on private, they'll be able to see it. They'll be able to join it only by having this link. And then the next one, this is the link to the group. I'm also going to show you guys more place to be able to see this link. And then again, finally, you can just copy this link or you just click on this share to share it to other social media group. When you click on share, it gives you an option to share it to every social media and every app you have on your device. So I'm just going to scroll right out of that, and if you want, you can just copy it, but let me just back out because I do not want to share the group link. This is just a tutorial. Now another thing you can do, you can also manage how people make use of the group invite link. Now when you click on the manage, you notice where it says copy the link, right? You can always copy this link or you create a new link. You notice the link that I have right now existing. Now when you click on create a new link, you'll be able to create a new link, and once you create this new link, you can actually set it to be limited, or you set a maximum limit, a maximum date, and how long you want this link to be available. Like if I want this link to be available between now to the first week, I will select this first week. But if I don't want to add limit to it, I'll just say unlimited or no limit. So when you set no limit, it goes without limit. But if you want to set a particular date, just click on this custom duration and it will give you an option to select a date that it will expire. Now let me click outside to back out of that. Now you can also set a limit to the number of users that will be able to join this group making use of this link. Now if I do not want it to get too crowded, people to just rush into the group just like that, I can just set this to be in a maximum limit of 100. So once 100 people join, I will create a new custom link, and then another 100 people join, and so on. So depending on what you want, I'm just showing you this tutorial to decide on what you want. Now I'm going to go ahead and back out, and then back out again. So I forgot the description. All right, so the next thing, guys, is actually the permissions. Now when you click on the permissions right here, this actually is a permission for generally the members of this group. Now you can notice where it says what can members of this group do, right? It says they can easily send message, send media, send sticker, send poll, and then embed link, add users, and then pin comment. So easily everybody can do all of this in this group right now. Now if for some reason you want to actually add some exception or to just change all of this, maybe you do not want them to do this, you do not want them to change the chat info, you do not want them to pin a message, you do not want them to add user, you do not want them to embed link, you can just go ahead and click on all of those things that you do not want them to do. And then also on this bottom section, you can also slow down your chat. If maybe the group is too active sending so many messages, you can just limit it to 15 minutes. So if anybody's you notice where it says member will be able to send only one message every 15 minutes. I think this is too ridiculous, so you can just reduce that to 30 seconds. So they can only be able to send message every 30 seconds. They send one message. So once they are doing that, there won't be too many messages in the group, and it will be easier to control the group that way. Now once you're done making any settings, you notice this check icon on this top section. Go ahead and click on that to enable it. Now the next thing now is the link area. Is still similar to the previous one. You can still notice it has where you can copy, share the link, and then create a new link. So all of these things you can easily do them on your own, and then still already explain it previously. So it's very easy. I think you can easily do it the more you make use of the app. Now let me navigate back for once more. So the next option is for administrators. Now this admin area, since I'm the super admin, I'll be able to add more admin to the group. And if you notice the first option that showed what admin recent action, now if I click on this admin recent action, I can easily see what the admin did. You notice this first guy, which is the admin. This is the name of the admin. He actually banned this guy, and then he changed the permission also, and then banned another person, and then also changed the permission again. So all of this stuff was actually done by this particular admin name displaying on the top section. You can notice the name TrustPad. So if there are multiple admin in your group, so many admin making changes, you can easily come here and look at their activities and know what changes they made, and you can easily revert and then adjust to those changes, or you can go ahead and address them, whatever you want to do. So this is just where to see the admin changes and activities that the admin has done. So if you want to make a new admin, all you need to do is to click on add admin. Now you can only add admin to the existing users. You can't add a new user and make it admin. So you just have to add the person to the group before he becomes an admin. So I'm going to add this other person, which is actually my account. Now if you select the person, it's still going to show you another option to actually choose what this admin can do. Now, this admin can change the group name, delete messages, and all of those stuffs. So if you do not want the admin to do anything, just go ahead and toggle that on or toggle that off. So once you toggle that off, the admin will not be able to do all of those things. But the remaining of the things that are checked in blue, the admin will be able to do all of that. So that is all. You can just go ahead and make all these changes to the admin to make sure it fits into what you want. Now if you're done making the settings or the changes for the admin, go ahead and click on this check icon right there. Now you notice we now have two admin in the group, so we can easily manage them. Now let me back out because we're already done with that. And then the next option is for the members. When you click on this third option, you'll be able to see all of the members that are in the group. So if you want to remove anybody, just click on this three dotted icon right here. You can remove the person, and if you want to make a unique changes to that particular person, or you want to temporarily ban the person, all you need to do is to click on this change permission. Once you click on the change permission, you will be able to disable some features for this guy, probably, or temporarily ban this guy from the group. So you notice this duration of these settings, right? This duration actually asks you, since it's going to be a temporary ban, it actually asks you for how long do you want this changes to remain in this person's account. Do you want it to be forever, or do you want it to be just a temporal period of time? So you can just say 1 week. So within 1 week, this person is not going to have privileges to sending message, sending media, and he won't be able to do anything in the group, but he is still in the group. So this is just like a group jail for Telegram, or let me say a temporal ban on Telegram. And there is a lot of things that your Telegram app could also do, and I'm going to be explaining more of that later on, but I'm going to shorten this video because it's already getting too long. So on my next video, guys, I'm going to cover more things that you can do on your Telegram. So once you're done with your settings, just click on this check icon right there to confirm your settings, and I'll back out. So you notice all of the settings I've done, the changes have actually reflected. So that is all for today's video, guys. Go ahead and click on your Telegram application. I already created a new group for this video. It is actually called the test group. When you click on that, you can notice this group has up to 4 members, right? Now, in order to add this Telegram bot that is going to enable all of these automated actions, all you need to do is to click on add member and go ahead and search for the name. Now, pay attention to the name of the bot. It's called Miss Rose. Now it's probably the first option, and it also have a lot of Miss Rose, so just make sure you choose the right one. I think the right one is actually Miss Rose 2_ bot. So go ahead and click on the Miss Rose and then go ahead and confirm. And now it says add Miss Rose to the group. Click on add, and you can notice it's been added. And I just want to click to confirm. You notice this is the username. It's called Miss Rose 2_ bot. So you should pay attention to this particular username so that whenever you are trying to add them to your group, make sure you add this exact username or this exact bot. Now let's go ahead and back out. Now you notice this particular message that says thank you for adding me to the group. Don't forget to make me an admin of the group. Now if you make it an admin of the group, it's actually going to allow it to take a lot of actions, and it's going to make this particular bot work properly if you make them an admin. And now the next thing it says start me in private chat, so I can send you error messages there without obstructing the chat. No, that's fine. I'm going to show you guys how it works. And now the second option says subscribe to my channel. You can go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to. And then the other one says in order to set me up, use settings or press underlining option. Now all you need to do to start setting it up is to click on the settings. But before we go ahead and click on setting, now let me go ahead and make it a group admin first so that everything will work perfectly well. Now go ahead and click on the group name so that it will show you an option to select or to edit your group. Now go ahead and click on the Miss Rose so that we'll be able to make them an admin. Now click on this 3-dotted icon. Sorry, go right back. Actually, I want to edit the group info. So click on the profile name, click on this pencil icon on the top right hand corner, and then go ahead and click on this administrator area. And now go ahead and add an admin. Now I'm going to choose an admin from the existing group members. So I'm going to click on the Miss Rose. Now I want to make Miss Rose an admin, but do not forget, make sure you have this option disabled for them to add a new admin, because I want to add a new admin by myself. And also make sure you have this option selected as remain anonymous so that it's going to be anonymous. Then all of the action you can leave them so that they will be able to ban, invite user, pin messages, and also change the group info. You can leave that also to be on default. Now go ahead and click on this check icon. But if for some reason if for some reason you want to change the custom name, you can go ahead and change the custom name to, let's say, whatever you want. Let's say TSBot. Now go ahead and confirm to save that name. Now that TSBot will only display whenever people see that particular name. Now let's back out. Already we have to group admin. So back out again, and now it's already an admin. All right, guys. So the next thing to do right now is to start up the settings. So for some reason, if you do not see the setting right here displaying for you, all you need to do is to click on your message area and then click on this forward icon, and now go ahead and type in settings. Actually, I find this difficult when I was testing out this application on the back end, because I was not able to see this setting because a lot of all of those messages cover them up. So now when you click on setting, go ahead and send it. Now you can notice it says where do you want to open the settings. Note that is the same thing that this setting up right here does, but for some reason I just have to type them on my browser just in case you guys do not see the option to start setting it up. Now there are two options. If you click on open here, it's going to open the setting right here and you start configuring right here. But for that, I do not want to make this particular option. I do not want to make use of this particular option because for some reason, people are going to be seeing this, and maybe if a conversation or a chat is going on in the group, it's going to be obstructing and people are going to be seeing all of the action you are taking. But instead, you can do that on a private mode. So now let's go ahead and type in our settings again and then send it. Wait for it. Now you see it displays those two options for me right now again. Now go ahead and click on open in private chat. Now if you click on open in private chat, it's going to show you this option to say go to chat. Now it says settings menu in private chat. Now just click on go to chat so that it will go to a private chat. Now note that every settings you are going to be making right here is also going to be reflecting on the group where you started this settings. Now if you have this on multiple group, it's also going to start up on every separate group that you started them. Now let's go ahead and make these settings. So the first thing we want to do is a welcome message. All right, let's go ahead back out. Actually, I made a mistake. You notice what I did when I made a mistake. Let me click on that again. Whenever you make a mistake, you see this option that says back, right? Now go ahead and click on back. Actually, it's because I wanted to click on welcome and mistakenly click on the captcha instead. So now let's go ahead and click on welcome. Now what I just typed right now is for me to enable the welcome message. Now you notice that it says it has different options for the welcome message apart from the notification on the message that it shows. So currently the status of the welcome message is actually on off, so you need to turn them on so that you'll be able to send a welcome message automatically whenever somebody joins the group. Now let's go ahead and click on turn on. You notice right now it's currently active. Now the next thing you need to do is to change the option. Now you notice that it says always send, right? Go ahead and leave that settings. And also there is still an option to say send one send one join. It actually means whenever one person joins, you should send the welcome message. So you always want to send a welcome message whenever somebody joins the group. And then another thing, you notice on the area where it says set, right? Now go ahead and click on the set for us to configure the welcome message. Once you click on set, it will allow us to configure the welcome message. Now you notice on this top area, it says you can also use the HTML to configure the welcome message, and you can also use all of this tag to also configure the welcome message. Now in order for you to configure the welcome message, go ahead and click on this particular message, click on reply to that particular message. Now everything you type on your welcome message is going to display for the user that is going to appear. Now what all of this tag and what all of this code actually means is actually a call out code that tells the bot that this is actually what you mean. So this is how I want my welcome message to be. So I want it to be like, welcome to TS Tech Talk group, and here we like to keep it simple. So after you've typed this, now there are other things you would want to do now, which is you might either want to mention the user ID. Most people don't like to put a user ID or a username, but they always have their name and their surname display. So whatever you want to display, you can say welcome, then you mention the name of the person. Now you need to use the code if you want to mention the name of the person, and make sure you type it exactly how it is displayed on that particular on the particular bot instruction. So I'm going to say name, surname. Yeah, right. Name, surname, and make sure you close the tag. Now it's going to say welcome name surname to TS Tech Talk group, and here we like to keep it simple. And then we are also going to say let me put an emoji. You can put an emoji if you want. Let me use this emoji and then this thumbs up. And then another thing, I also want to, just in case, most people might not have their first name and their surname, and they might be using their username. So we are going to do a lot of more things. So I'm going to use the time and the date join. So let's say the username first. I'm actually a bit confused on what to add. So let's say the username first. So now username, you. Now we are going to tell the person the exact time they join. So I'm going to say you joined us. So we are going to mention the date and the time the person joined. So to mention the date, you are going to use this call out option or the call out code for the bot, and make sure you type it exactly the way it looks on the code section. So it's going to display date, and it's also going to display the time that they joined the group. So for the time, and that is it. And also we are going to say more things. Make sure you follow. All right. So after typing everything, go ahead and click on send for it to set, and you notice it says message set, right? Which means the message has been set, and it's going to happen like this every time a new member join. Don't worry, we are going to test them out. Now let's go ahead and back out if you're done with that particular settings. So if you also want to leave a URL button, you can go ahead and click on this URL to set a particular URL. And also if you want to see the way it displays, just click on C, and you can notice how it displays. It says welcome to, that's the username, TS Tech Talk group. Here we like to keep it simple, blah 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 blah. So it's going to display exactly like this whenever a new person joins the group. Now let me go ahead and back out, and I'm also going to back out again. And for some reason, if you want to delete this particular message, you can always go ahead and click on this delete option right here. And if you want to change or edit, just click on the set option for you to edit. Now let me go ahead and back out. Okay, the next thing we need to do, guys, after the welcome message, we need to actually put a regulation on the group. Now click on the regulation, which is actually the first option. Now if you notice, the regulation says here you can manage the group regulation. That will be shown on the command, which the command /rule is sent. So to edit, use the /rule command, then go to blah blah blah. So if you want to edit, you can always click on the this particular // like I did before. Just click on, type the / and then put your rules, and then there is S, and then send it. But right now I do not want to do that. So in order for us to add the rule, let's go ahead and click on the add option. Let's go ahead and add the rule first. So click on the add option, and now it says okay, now you can send one or more rules that will be added to the group. So click and hold on it so that it will display an option for us to reply. So click on the reply option for us to add a rule and a regulation. So let's say Actually, if you're making a regulation and rules, there should be a one, like a number format. So this should be 2, and then the next one should be third one. So no spamming in the group. Make sure you're always active. And then the fourth one, all right. So once you're done with with your rules, go ahead and send it, and it will be added to the rules. You notice it has been added. Now if you're done with this particular rule, go ahead and click back to back out of it. So if you want to see those rules, just click on this C option and you are going to see those rules. You notice they are all displaying just like I typed them. Now let's back out. So for some reason, if you want, you can always remove the rules, and if you want to add more rules, just go ahead and click on the add option to add more rules. Now another thing you want to do is actually to select a command for the permission. Now what exactly do you want to happen? So go ahead and let's scroll up to see. So it says from this menu you can configure the usage permission of the following command. Now what do you want to happen? Now if you notice, it says nobody, and then the second one says all in private chat, admin and moderation, everyone, staffs, private, everyone. Now what exactly do you want to happen whenever you want the group rules to be? This is actually just a command that allows the group rule to work. So for some reason, for the staff area, I just have to make this an admin, so I'm going to choose this particular one. Then for the rules, I want everyone to say it, which is actually this one. And then for the IO, which is me, I want it to be only on board. And for the trade and the link, I want everyone to see all of those also. So that is all for this particular one. Then if you want to customize the rule, go ahead and click on the customize to customize that particular rule. And then if there are some other settings you want to do, go ahead and click on the settings. And if you want it to be anonymous for admin, go ahead and click on the anonymous for admin. But we're already spending too much time on this particular section. Let's go ahead and go back, click on back out. And then I'm also going to back out of this area. Let's go ahead and click on back out. And now we are already on this section. So another thing I want to do is to set the anti-spam option. So if many people are spamming the page, this is actually what we want to do. So click on the anti-spam to actually help us to detect or to select a particular provision that needs to happen if somebody is spamming. Now you notice where it says select a punishment for the Telegram link spam. So what do you want to happen for a Telegram link, which is actually somebody sharing their Telegram link to the group? What exactly do you want to happen? Now you can either say warn the person, or kick the person, or you ban the person, and also you can go ahead and delete the person's message. Whichever one you want, just go ahead and select them. And for some reason, if you want to delete the message, just go ahead and click on the message, and then whichever thing you want to do, just make sure that this actually doesn't affect you also, because initially I set this up on the other group and I actually end up blocking the bot itself. So I'm going to add an exception. To adding an exception, meaning you do not want this particular rule to apply to this certain person or this particular group of person. So click on exceptions to choose an exception on who you do not want this to reflect to. So I'm just going to click on that, and now you notice it says okay trust, which is actually me, my name. Now send one or more link or at username of the Telegram group to add them to the whitelist. To add a user to the whitelist, you have to make him or her free appropriate command, not here send a link blah blah blah. Just click and hold actually, and then reply to it. So what I'm going to reply to is actually the username of the person that I do not want this rule to actually reflect to. So it's going to be Miss Rose. I think it started with a capital. Let me go ahead and paste. I already have the username copied before, and then send. Now it says exception added. Actually there is a mistake. Let me go ahead and back out also one time, and then add the exception again because the art was added twice. So I just want to make sure it is once. So I'm adding it again. I want to add this particular exception. Oh, for some reason I didn't select add. So click on add. Make sure you have everything. Let me back out. And it's misbehaving. Now let me go ahead and refresh because it's misbehaving. This is actually a way to reload the settings. Now you notice it has reloaded. Now it says add me to the chart. So let's go ahead and start. We are not actually starting all over. We are starting from where we stopped. Now I want to now it shows an option for where we want to start. This two option right here is the two group I have my Telegram group. So I'm going to choose the one I want, which is actually the test group. Do not forget, it's a test group. Let me back out to show you guys. This is the test group, and this is the dummy group, which I already did before, which is not what I'm working on. So I'm working on the test group, so I should go ahead and select test group. Now it's going to load the settings up for the test group. Now let's continue from the anti-spam area. So I just said initially I said one. Let me go ahead and click on kick so that it will kick the person, and let's go ahead and add an exception, and then click on add an exception, and I'm going to click and hold reply, and then I'm going to paste the username because I already copied it before, and then click on send. So it has been added, which is fine right now. Now in order for you to see or to show the people that you have added for an exception, click on this show whitelist. So it's going to display the username that you've added as an exception, which is only one. If you have multiple people you want to add an exception, go ahead and add them to the list. It actually has no limit for this particular option. Now let me go ahead and back out once more and back out again. So I'm also going to back out once more, and then you can also go ahead and select the pawn option in order for you to disable the pawn option. But for now I just want to click a recurring message, which I have to click on this order for us to go to the next page for the settings, and scroll up. You notice where it says recurring message, right? Go ahead and click on recurring message. Scroll down a little bit and you can notice where it says from this menu you'll be able to set a recurring message, set messages that will be sent repeatedly every few minutes or hours in the group. Now go ahead and click on add message. Now right now there are things I want to do on this particular area. Now let's go ahead and click on customize, so that we'll have to customize the message. Now there are things you can add on the message. You can add a text, media, and a URL. So in order for you to do all of those, click on the text area first to add the text. Now in order to add the text, just click and hold and then click on reply. Now I'm going to say so whatever you want you can add to a recurring message, but this is what I want to add to mine. Just click on the forward icon for it to be set, and now click on the back icon for it to go back, so that we'll add more things. If you notice, we only added the text, so we can add two more things to it. Let's go ahead and select a media, and in order for you to select a media, click and hold again, click on reply, and then click on this attachment section for you to select the image. Now go ahead and select any image you want to be on your recurring message, and then click on forward for it to be forwarded. This is actually what I want to be displayed. So now let me click on back for it to back out. Now you notice one more thing remaining on our list, which is actually the URL. Now go ahead and click on the URL button for it to create a URL button for us. Now you notice where it gives an option for how you can add the URL. Now I'm going to click and hold for me to select the reply option, and now click on reply, and then I'm going to enter the URL of it. So I'm going to first type the text, which is going to be YouTube channel, and then I'm going to put this, and then I'm going to put the YouTube channel. Actually give a space, add this, and then the YouTube channel should be youtube.com/TSTechTalk. All right, and then I press down twice and then say Facebook page, and then add a semicolon. And now I'm going to put the Facebook page, which is actually facebook.com/TSTechTalk1. There you go. So once you're done, go ahead and send the message. And you can notice it says inline formatting. I actually made a mistake. I didn't know exactly where I went wrong. So let me go ahead and try again. For some reason I didn't know exactly where I went wrong. So let me go ahead and youtube.com. then /TSTechTalk. No one, actually, no one. And this is actually how I did it before, but for some reason it got rejected this time. All right, send the message. Still a failure again. Let me go ahead and add them one after the other, or let me just go ahead and add one. All right, send inline message. See, so I'm going to cancel this out, and I want to restart. That's the reason why I'm actually going back, customize, and add URL. And you notice the format it gave me. I'm still going to follow that format again. So YouTube channel, and then add a, okay, I'm actually following their step right now. Okay, and then Facebook page, and this and this, and then it's going to be facebook.com/TSTechTalk1. Let's send. Okay, so right now it's accepted, and let's back out. Now let's back out once more. And so another thing we need to do is actually to set how the message is repeated. Now go ahead and click on this timer option, and now you can select how long do you want it to happen. So you can say 1, 2, 3, but I'm actually going to say 4. So it's going to happen like 4 times, and then now let's select like 6. So it's going to happen 4 OCs, every 4 OCs, and it's going to be repeated every 24 hours. And actually I'm going to change this particular repetition time. So instead of being every 24 hours, I'm going to say every 12 hours. No, let's make it every 8 hours. So it's going to change every 8 hours. Now let me back out. So this repetition is going to happen every 8 hours of 4 minutes 6 seconds. So you can also set the days of the week if you want that to only be the days of the week, but I want this to happen every day, so it's actually going to be on repetition every day. Now let me go ahead and back out, and there are other things you can do. All you need to do is to choose any of them and go ahead and configure them the way you want, but I think for this video I'm actually okay with this setting. So once you're done, just go ahead and click on close. This video have already taken a lot of your time, and now let me go ahead and join the group making use of a different account. I'm going to actually share this group link to my other account so that I'll be able to join it. I don't think this group have a link yet. I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to share it to my other Telegram account so that I'll be able to join the group and be able to test out if it actually works perfectly well for us. So let's paste the group link and send it. Now I have received on the other end. I've clicked on it and I just joined the group. So I just joined the group and I received a welcome message on my end. Let me see if it displays. Now the message actually displays. It says welcome to Trust Stanley TS Tech Talk. Actually, the Trust Stanley is actually my username. That's the reason why it says welcome. Instead of, I actually made a typographical error. So Trust Stanley to TS Tech Talk group. Here we like to keep it simple. And then it says at Pathfinder join, which is actually my username. Join. Make sure you follow the group rules. So I think this actually worked perfectly well. It worked.